All right, so just briefly tell us your name, your school where you graduated from, the title of your job, and what you majored in college.
My name is Jerry Scott. I graduated from Tarleton State University as Division II school in the Lone Star Conference. My current title is Associate Athletics Director for Media Relations. And what was your final question? Let me remember.
The major.
What my major was? Exercise and Sports Studies.
So why or what made you choose this profession?
Well, originally, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do whenever I entered college, and a couple of years in, I decided to change my major. I had started out an exercise and sports studies major, which is basically kinesiology or physical education to become a coach. And a couple of years in, I decided that maybe coaching wasn't what I wanted to do, and so I started looking at other options. Knew I wanted to do something in athletics, Trey, but wasn't sure what. I actually had a brother who was a high school football coach, and he had said something to me about maybe looking at media relations or sports information. The two are really interchangeable, but so I did, and I got involved with the sports information office at Tarleton State and worked there, doing that the last couple of years, and I decided that I was far enough in that I didn't want to delay graduation by changing my major, so I left it exercise and sports studies, but I picked up a communications minor.
And just briefly, how long have you been working in this current field?
I graduated in '98 from Tarleton State, and then I got a graduate assistant position at the University of North Texas. Did that for a year through 1999, and they offered me a full-time assistant position at North Texas a year after I had started graduate school, and I chose to accept that. So full-time since about 2000.
What advice would you give to someone pursuing this profession?
I think for a young person starting out in this field, I think it's really important to get involved, to volunteer, to try to make as many connections as they can, to gain as much experience as they can. I think it's important. The school portion of it's important in getting the degree, but I think that probably whenever people graduate, it's looked at their experience and what they've been involved in, and some of the connections they've made to a high degree, and really I think that plays a very important part in it as much as the degree does.
What parts of your job do you find most challenging?
I think it varies, in the industry. I don't think it's going to be the same for every single person, Trey. For me personally, I think it's it's the job. The hours are very demanding, and a lot of weekends, a lot of travel, and so for me with a wife and 3 kids, it's trying to find a balance between professional life and home life, personal life, and it's really it's about time management and trying to be efficient with what you do. But for me, that's probably the most challenging part, is because it is a really demanding job with lots of hours. So you've got to try to find that balance, and it can be challenging at times.
What is the advancement potential in this field? Like, what is the typical path someone may take?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It's probably unlimited. Really, you can take it as far as you want to take it. For me personally, I don't know that I would want to be an AD, but it is an option. A lot of people do take that course and start in media relations, and they wind up being an athletics director, and then maybe even move into a professional field. Or if you don't want to be an athletic director, and media relations, sports information is what someone chooses to do, then they could take it to the highest level of professional sports or the highest level of collegiate sports.
Thinking back on your time in this field of work, what personal attributes are essential for success?
Okay, I'm sorry, Trey. Say that one more time.
What is What are some of the personal attributes essential for success? Thinking back on your time in this field.
I think good communication skills are essential. You know, whether that's verbal or nonverbal, written form, whatever it may be, you've got to be able to build relationships with people, whether that be, you know, your coaches or your administrators or the people in the media field that you work with. It's important to have a good rapport with all those people and to be able to communicate. And then the other side of it is, I think, time management is important, and prioritizing, and to a certain degree you got to be very organized. But you know, I think those are skills that come with a good work ethic, and a passion for what you do. You know, the other stuff I think is very much learned skills in terms of the technology.
And then just to cap it off here, what do you find most enjoyable about your job, and how would you describe the work environment you're a part of?
I love being a part of a team. I think it's fantastic, and I mean, I say that on a lot of levels. I like being a part of the actual individual. We've got 16 NCAA programs at Arkansas State, so I think it's fun to be a part of those individual programs, but on a larger picture, you know, of the athletics department, and all the areas that go into athletics department, everybody working together towards a common goal, and then when you achieve it, it's just a really great feeling, and you have success, and it impacts, you know, the lives of our students, and you get to see them grow. And you know, I think the relationships that you build with students, and then seeing them be successful, it's very rewarding, as well as, you know, your colleagues. So those are a couple of things that I really enjoy about it.
And then just describing the work environment that you're a part of.
It's very good. I mean, it's you know, I think everybody does have a good rapport and good relationship, and they work well together. I think the great thing about Arkansas State is everybody wants to be successful and do whatever it takes to be successful. So you might have someone in the compliance department chipping in to help someone in media relations with a project or a goal to get something done, or vice versa, or with marketing, or with the Red Wolves Foundation, or whatever it may be, you know, fundraising to reach that common goal and get it done. And so it's a very tight-knit group, and it's fun, and everybody, I think, communicates and enjoys it really, really very much.